Okay, I am hitting another Goodwill. Now, I was at this Goodwill 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it'll be interesting to see how much has been restocked and how much is still here. And yeah, let's go in, see what we can find to sell on eBay and make a profit. All right, let's go. This store had their clear glass right in the door, and I first spot this, what I believe is a Fostoria American piece, but I'm just going to try to clear up some of this confusion right here, right now. Fostoria and Jeannette glass and actually Indiana glass all made a cube pattern, or as Jeannette calls it, cubist. So how do you know which is which? Well, right off the bat, if it has color like pink or green, it is probably Jeannette. That's the only one that really made an abundance of the colors. Not that they all didn't, but for rarity's sake. Now, the Fostoria American was made in the early 1900s through 1986. It should glow, as you can see from this picture. It should glow under black light, and that can be a really good indicator. The other way you can tell a difference is the clarity of the glass. It should be very clear with a smooth surface, because Fostoria fire polished each piece, while Indiana glass doesn't do that, or didn't do that. So if it has a wavy or rough surface or cloudy glass, it's probably Whitehall. All right? So look at the bottom of horizontal pieces, plates, bowls, etc. If that base ring where the item rests on the table has been ground flat, you have American. Also, the handles on most Fostoria pitchers and jugs, all those with C-shape handles, will attach the very top edge of the pitcher. Corresponding Whitehall pitchers will have handles that attach an inch or so down the side. Whew, there you go. That should help you some. Also, most American pieces will have 3 or more mold seams. Whitehall, due to the simpler, straighter overall shapes, will usually have only 2 seams. So, I hope that helps. Oh yes, one more thing. Because Jeannette does make it in a clear, especially like on this creamer, look at the handle. The Jeannette pieces have almost a sharp point going up in the handle. So those are just some ways that you can tell the difference. So I spot this little flip date calendar thing. It is vintage. Yeah, I don't think it's worth a whole bunch. I just want it for myself. So I haven't looked it up yet, and I can't see what the name is from looking at this, but if it's not worth at least 20 bucks, I'm keeping it. I was looking for possibly a signature on that piece because it was a nice, clear, thin piece of crystal. This piece is cool. It's got that very mid-century kind of atomic winged look, but definitely not something I want to ship. And I'm pretty brave about shipping, but yeah, I wasn't feeling that piece. Not worth enough. Just trying to see what was in here. Some sort of little birdhouse figurine. Was using some self-discipline and leaving it on the shelf. These were really cute, but they were unmarked. Another nice little piece. I believe this is Lefton. But not for $10. Nothing too exciting so far. I could not see how much it was. Again, self-disciplined, left it behind. Although now I feel bad that I put it upside down on the shelf. These are San Diego SeaWorld shot glasses, and there are some rumors that SeaWorld may not open back up, so I went ahead and grabbed those. Well, it's a turtle or tortoise, but he wasn't a very cute one, so watch me leave him on the shelf. I can't bring them all. This looked like a Oaxacan piece to me, but he was broken, and then his little friend was back there, but I didn't even look because with one of the pieces broken, and this guy, I don't even understand what his purpose was. Had the zebra not been broken, I would have picked those up. That's actually a vintage mark on this trinket box. But still, just not enough. I'm kind of an abundance of inventory, so I'm being very picky. Snow babies are generally a pass for me, but this one was a little intriguing as it was Noah from Noah's Ark. I really contemplated getting this ribbon with the chickens and the birds on it, but I left it behind. I just don't know enough about the value of that to make that decision. Looked like there might have been some cool vintage stockings here. I don't even quite know what I was looking for, but nothing really grabbed me. And then I spotted this old-fashioned Santa music box, and I definitely would have picked him up. He's valued at $25 to $30, but after my last experience with a music box, I definitely wanted to test him. So, no chips or cracks, but I'm gonna test him. And there he is, back on the shelf because he did not work. All these little baggies really grabbed my attention, and these angels were cute, but they had the dreaded red Made in China sticker. That usually means dollar store. At least in my neck of the woods, that sticker is on all the dollar store stuff. I spotted these little candle holders with the Christmas trees, and I thought at first they might be the Spode Uh, but they weren't. They were the knockoff that just say Christmas Eve and basically made in China. I always search through the crafting stuff because I have a mom who crafts, so I know what this stuff costs new. And I'm always looking to find things for her, like this skein of yarn and little things she can use to make these little memory bracelet cuffs. Oh gosh, she's gonna have to tell me what those are actually called, but she sells them over on Etsy, so I pick up things for her all the time in this section. Then I spot this. It is a backdrop, like for a wall. It's called a scene setter. It's 50 feet long. These things sell for $30 to $40. So it's out of my niche, but that's such a good profit. Yes, those are colorful tinsel Christmas trees. Don't judge me. This was just too funny not to buy. I actually have a shirt with this saying on it. Who are these children and why are they following me? They had so many fun little goodies. I picked these up for Mom too. I looked up and I spot these things called gnomons, and there are none on eBay that I can find, but I found a website and they sell for $35. They're pretty cool. Gnomons.com. This little guy was sure cute, but unknown maker and probably only worth like 10 to 15 bucks. I see a lot of this. It's plastic, but it's a wood grain. It's kind of interesting. Then I spot these kitty cats. They are wood. I don't know how old they are, but what I did notice about them is just how well they were painted, and some crazy cat person's gonna love them. Sometimes I will grab something that just pulls me in and is intriguing, as this little angel was. Now, I don't know a lot about her, but I know I've never seen one quite like it. She is a hard plastic, but she's like that vintage hard plastic. And even though she was $5, I thought, you know, I really want to learn more about her. So even if she's not worth that, she's worth that in education. It's been my day to spot cats. This was one of those little folk art made pieces. And here's the thing for me too, is I have a daughter that is kind of turning into a crazy cat lady, so it can always be a gift. I spotted this vintage bowl from Hawaii. These are usually either teak or monkey pod or acacia wood. And I've seen a lot of them. I believe they came with a lid and they just don't sell very high. The metal shelves, I tend to go pretty quick because they just don't excite me. I'll stop and I'll look at things here and there, but I'm just not really into like the metal stuff. I don't know why. I did spot this cute little crab and trying to see how much he is. This one-handed thing sometimes gets a little difficult. And then I see $6.99. Now I know they based that on that other price tag being $14.99, so they're thinking, oh, we went half price, not realizing it was probably already doubled in price so that the retailer could come down 50%. They had lots of colorful glass. I just love the way it looks with the light shining. And then I spot this really weird thing, and I have no idea how old it is, but it's just too weird to leave on the shelf. You know me. Ross. Modern. I hate when I get fooled. And more of that ribbon. This one was cats. Christmas cats. This was a hobbyist piece. You can kind of tell that seam on the bottom, and I had it filled with rocks. This is a nice art pottery piece. I'm not exactly sure what those holes are for on the side, so if you know, tell me in the comments. This piece was quite interesting. The color really grabbed me, but it was a little rough on the bottom, so I decided to let that one pass. These always bring back memories for me, the strawberry pattern. I know they're vintage, they just don't bring very much. You see, they're pulling me though. They're really pulling me. So I had to look and see who did them. They're Mikasa. And they're stoneware, but they're not. They're not. Nope, leave them. This is a nice piece. The colors are really nice, but a single plate like that just doesn't have a lot of value for resale. Peter Leach and Son, Whitehaven. I have no idea. There's the dinner plates. This is another really interesting piece. This had some real quality feel to it. It's hard to say in, telling you what I'm feeling sometimes, but I could just feel this piece was a quality piece, so I have to investigate it further. And the mugs. Mugs. Spotted the fun little kitty cats. So those had to go with me. What? What are these? Like pilot dogs? Mr. Fearless. Okay, those are too fun. And I love that there's two. I will sell them as a quantity of two instead of selling the pair. Checking out the lamps. Didn't see anything quite spectacular until I got to the end. And yes, a pair of bird lamps. $7.99 each. Oh! Yes, I'm going to sell them. They're probably in the range of about $29.99 each. You never know what you're going to find at a thrift store, I'm telling you. These chairs were really cute, and I thought about getting them for the booth, but they were really in bad shape. Always have to check through the pillows. I'm really looking for something that just grabs my attention, like this one. And I didn't even know it had hummingbirds on it at first until I pulled it out, so that was an extra bonus. So I'm looking to see if it's clean. I am going to smell it and make sure it doesn't smell like smoke. I'm looking for an original price on the tag somewhere. And this one actually happens to be a company called Riverdale. This should sell between $17 to $20 at the least. It was a good find. Okay, that was not so bad. I got some interesting stuff. Nothing mind-blowing profit-wise, but some good sellable stuff that'll keep the sales rolling in. And also, I know, Christmas tree thing. I don't think I've seen pink and purple Christmas tree thingy. So I got those to go decorate the booth because, believe it or not, we are only a few months away from having to think about Christmas. I know, I said it. Said the dreaded words. Anyway, it's really, really hot. My thermometer right now says 128 degrees. And I've been sitting here with the AC running for a little bit, but I am in the direct sun. I'm kind of believing it. So, I am going to go find some more air conditioning. So with that, go be profitable and make it fun. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification. All right, see you on the next one.